I totally remember what I wanted to do. I am finally at a point where I'm able to make some actual progress in the game. Well, so again, this is chill play. This is screwing around, enjoying the time you have in the game. I've been seeing so many people on Reddit and so forth where they're just like, all my friends are, ready to complete phase 25 and I'm over here, hunting flowers. Oh, it's totally fine. You play the game you want to play. And if that is hunting flowers, picking all the berries in the map, you do that. If it's unlocking everything within 10 hours, you do that. You play your game. Don't let anybody else tell you how to play. Because it's your time you're spending in here. So, that being said, as you can see, still haven't even gotten any farther on phase 3. Let's see, how many hours do I have? If I go hit save game, I've got 117 hours and 45 minutes in this game. If I save it, we're going to save it right there. 117 hours, and I still haven't got phase 3 done. It's because I'm screwing around. There's other things I want to do in the game. I still haven't found Sam, the new material to unlock some cool things. I'm having fun building my train out to pick up resources just to bring back to my mall. This is my mall train. And as you can see, I'm having fun with the tubes. We have iron ingots, copper ingots, limestone, coal, quartz, caterium ingots, sulfur, and I just hooked up, I think this is water in here. If we go check it, yeah, it's water and oil. So we have all of the core things coming to the mall in order to make the various things that I need to continue building, right? I need a ton of plates. I need a ton of concrete. I need steel beams. I need steel pipes. I need wire. I need cables. All the things that you need to continue building more factory. And so I was kind of at a standstill. I'm like, let me just pause. Well, I'm not in a rush to get to phase 3. I'll get there when I get there. Let's have some fun building some factories. So that's what I've been doing for the past 20-30 hours. I haven't even built up. This is my new mall, and I haven't even built it out completely yet. I've only got it down. These are all just the basic image that comes with the sign, and I've only gotten copper sheets done. I haven't even done anything in this new mall. I'm just like, all right, well, I got some things going over there. I still have a few buckets of like modular frames and steel being produced in the other side. So I'm like, it's fine. Do what I want when I want. What I'm doing now is building a munitions mall that'll just make all the things that I need for ammunition for my gun and things. So here, we've got iron ingots coming off just going to come off the train. We're going to make rods. Those rods are going to make rebar, and then we're just going to stockpile that rebar. I want it to keep making rebar until this is full. And then I'm going to ship all this upstairs, this rebar, I'm going to ship it back up to make, I think, shatter is what I really like, the shotgun. And then this is going to be making black powder from the coal and sulfur off the train, because I'm going to need black powder to make some other things. And that's going into a bucket. And we're just going to store a ton of black powder. Who cares? I looked at the save file for this yesterday, and it's like, it's not even 3 megabytes in size, which for some reason blows my mind that they have gotten the save file for this entire game that small. Over here, we're going to take in copper ingots, and that's going to make copper sheets. And that's going to get shipped up to go make the other thing. And I can't remember what those are for, actually. I built these over here so I could kind of remember what I'm making. Okay, I need rebar, and then I really like the shatter rebar. So we're going to need some quartz coming in, and we'll do that on the second level. I haven't ever used explosive rebar, and it's going to take some smokeless powder, which as you can see is going to take... I'm going to have to make that in the refinery because it needs... maybe I won't make that because it needs heavy oil, and I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't want to put another car on the train. I think it was, yeah, rifle ammunition needs copper sheets and smokeless powder. I am going to have to bring that in. Gosh, dang it. I can make it on site. So I can put a refinery and have it make this. The heavy oil, if we open this in the codex. So it's going to need the heavy oil. I could, at the bottom, I can either ship it in barrels or I can just use the crude oil that I'm using now and make plastic. Or I should probably do rubber, because it gives me 2 instead of 1. It's twice that. And then just ship the rubber off to the sink. I don't give a crap. I might just do that. And here you can see where it's used. Yes, I got stuff I still need to unlock some things. That's okay. We'll get there. And then I also wanted to try, the rifle ammo's fine, but there's homing rifle ammunition. And so when we open this in the codex, the bullet guidance system built into this ammunition allows it to accurately hit any target within the rectile area. Especially useful when dealing with agile threats or in pioneers who can't be bothered to aim properly. That's this guy. But it does need some extra things. Protection 25 a minute, that's fine. It needs high-speed high-speed connector, and that's going to need some quick wire, which we have Caterium coming on the train, and cable, which we have copper coming on the train. But then it also needs, let's open this in the codex. It needs this, which is, there's our plastic right there. So we can use the plastic and then ship any extra off to any extra things, any extra can be shipped off to the sink to just be chewed up for tickets. So I think I'm going to do all that. And I have these out here just because when I was building it, at first it was like, what do I need again? What do I need for this? What do I need for that? So I think that's really it. Nope. We're not going to be detonating anything today. And so I have this first section done, and I thought, well, let's just fire this up because this could be I could be stockpiling all the things I need for my weapons now. Why not? So what I'm doing here, and I've already got it belted underneath, is I need to connect all of these to the downspouts so that they can start shipping or delivering product on the belts that I'm running under the floors. So I'm just coming here and dropping these down, and then for here I'm gonna need pipes. So you go logistics. Let's see if that'll fit. There it will. Now it's not going anywhere right now, but I have everything running underneath just so it looks a little nicer on the top. Again, this is one of those things that once I connect it, I can come down here and play around in the sewers, the underground, as much as I want. Look at that, how fast it comes on those belts. I think I need to set this. Oh, this is the coal and the sulfur. Why is this? Oh, the coal's not come in yet. Did I not hook it up? Thought I did. Let's go underneath. Well, first, while we're here. Coal. There should be a bunch in there. Yup. And there's 49, so that tells me that it did go out. So let's go to underneath. I got a couple of ladders in various spots to go down. And then that should be... What's that? It's gonna be one over there. Uh-huh. I did not complete... what? Oh, it's sideways. Here we go. So it should be coming up here. Wait, that's copper. Just gotta do a little troubleshooting. Copper. This one should be... Okay, there's coal. Coal is here. Just didn't hook it up. There we go. Let's hit R to get things squared away. And we want to come into... Not this one. What is this? Where's this coming from? That's limestone. I got the wrong thing. Oh, wait a minute. Stupid. Okay. One of these needs to be sulfur, which I think is that one. Let's go check it out on the ladder. I'm sorry about this. I thought I had everything all squared away. Why is that empty? And this is limestone. Okay. I don't want limestone. I need sulfur, which is the last one. And I need the fourth one, which is coal. So the easiest way to handle this is to delete it, and we'll just put it right back. I'll have to come back and do that after the fact. Oh, this is stupid. So the last one should have been sulfur. And it's squirreled in, but why? Is there no sulfur? Have I just not picked it up yet? Picked it up. It's there. Some have gone out. Well, it's just, oh, it's because I got two of them there and picked the wrong one. Okay. Hey, mistakes happen. It's all right. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it going this way. And now we're going to hit 3 to grab it and have it come in there. Let's watch, make sure everything happens nice and smooth. I still don't have parts? What the frick? Fine. Oh, so I don't have... I did not have this for some reason. What the heck am I doing? Trying to be pro. It ain't working sometimes. Okay, and then we have 5. We're gonna go grab this. Grab it there. Now stuff should be flowing. if we come up and look down, I can see product coming down. There we go. There's our sulfur. Okay, now let's just double check. Yeah, it's flying in. Okay. Now we need coal. That's fine. It's all part of the learning process. Coal's gonna be there. I can already see some other product. That's fine. So coal should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be coal. And I can see that it's black and it is coal. So let's hit 3. And grab that. Now we should be cooking with coal. And sulfur. Now I didn't, because these aren't going to be needed like en masse, I'm not going to need a bajillion every 2 minutes. And we're going to have to kill this again. Sometimes it gets clogged up. I just put 1 down and it's going to take a while to make everything, but that's fine because there it goes. So it's going to make 30 a minute there. This is going to make 10 a minute for copper sheets. That's fine. Like I said, once I load up on, you know, a couple hundred rounds of bullets and some things, and I'm not going to be using them a lot. I just don't want to have to stop and manually craft a bunch of this stuff later when I need it. So those are going there, and I think at this next level, let's go ahead and build out some walls just to kind of, oops, I keep forgetting to zoop. Let's build out some walls a little bit. Aaron, why do you keep using just a default basic? I don't know, lazy. Like I said in previous videos, I prefer function over fashion. Just let me build the thing and get it working. I'll come back later and redecorate and have all kinds of fun with the color patterns and windows. This can all be destroyed and replaced at another time, another date. That's fine. Let's go ahead and bring the power up here while I'm thinking of it. I think I used these. Nope, I don't want the double wall. Nope, I want just the wall outlet. Right here, and let's put it up there. Hit 2, grab a cable, and connect it. Aaron, why don't you use lights in any of your facilities? I don't know. I'm lazy. And I've just been giving myself a little extra room when I start these things. Okay, so we have the right side making rebar. So let's just push this stuff right up to the top here and start making our other rebar ammunition. And if we take a look at this, one of them was, it takes rebar, but another one for the shatter, I believe, uses quartz crystals. So we need to pipe in some quartz. I got no power. That's fine. And I've just been putting signs real quick. If you go to organization, these little 0.5 meters, and then you just flip it around. Or put it, you know, someplace so you can just kind of, oops, designate as you're building things like, oh, that's what this is supposed to be making here. Or this is what this needs. So I can come into parts and, you know, we can either say this is what it's making or this is the intake. Let's just put quartz there so I know what goes in. And then again, because this is complete overkill, we're going to have it go out to a container and just store all that stuff. And then, so the rebar comes up, we're making this, and then we can pass that into, we need an assembler. Let's put the assembler here. And we're going to set this to our shatter rebar. I got no power. That's fine. So we'll have the rebar or the quartz part go in here, right? Because we look 3 quartz crystals and iron rebar. The iron rebar is going to come in from another thing. And then what we're going to do is output this. This is the output. And what I want to do eventually, or the output of these, I don't want to have to go to another mall for this. And so I'm going to run them underneath the floor and then pop up underneath and come into the regular mall. So I'll have parts over here and ammunition as much as I need. I'm probably only going to need like the shatter rebar, just regular obelisks or detonator things, regular bullets, and then homing bullets. I don't know how much of these are actually going to be used for ammunition. Maybe 5 tops. Because I just don't know. I mean, why would I run around with regular rebar when I can make shatter rebar? And if you look at them, can I see this in the codex? Does it have the power? It doesn't have the power. This regular iron rebar has 1 strength of power. Shatter rebar, I think, has 2 or 3. And then when we look at the Nautilus, you need dynamite to blow up rocks, but I don't know if I need like nuclear. Do I need gas? Creates a deadly gas cloud instead of a regular explode. Do I need that? What's the other ones? Explosive rebar, explodes on impact, dealing heavy damage. That actually would be really cool. Okay, ammo, it doesn't really say, but I'm gonna think that the homing rifle is gonna be a better choice for that. Like I said, I just don't know. So I'll probably just have like 4 or 5 of the ones that I'll use the most. Okay, so let's get back into it. Okay, so that's going to be the rebar. It's going out. So the other one that I wanted to make was the bullets, and the copper sheets are down below. Wait, we're making sulfur. Sulfur, or the black powder, is going to be used. Okay, so I'm going to have to do oil. And the crude oil and the plastic are both going to be used. I'm just trying to think of what I want. We might as well do like the copper wire down here. Let's bring these inside, so I'm not always looking at them. Let's bring those in. Let's put them up here. And these are under special. There's the equipment workbench right there, and then special again for the crafting bench, which I don't think I need, but I just like having both right there. Okay, so we're going to be making the shatter rebar with the rebar and the quartz crystals, and I'm hesitant to do this because it's going to need steel production. I guess it could put a smelt, but I'll think about it. Nautilus is pipes, so I would need pipes for this and the explosive. That's fine. Okay, this needs, if we open up the codex for smokeless powder, we need both of these, and we needed the plastic for that too. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put in production. A foundry, he said questioningly. So we're setting this to steel ingots. Now you notice we need iron ore. And that's fine because there are plenty. I can just ship that from underneath one of these. Ow. Feel like there was, let's hit V, iron, map. Yeah, there's a couple right here. I think this is claimed. So this is pure and this is pure. Oh, there's 2 pure ones there. So there's a couple close by that I could just kind of route and use. I just don't want to add more to the train. I'm taking way too long to explain all this. See, here's when it's pure. It's not even, I just put it down. This is going to get me 120 a minute, and I'm not going to need all of that for iron ore, but I think one of these is already supplying iron ore. That's what this is. Iron ore. I could split off of this. Might just do that. Because it's just right here, following the same lines. Okay, so we need that, and we need to split off the coal. I'm just going to lay this out, and then I'll come back to it later. So you don't want to watch me do all this stuff. Oh, I did want to take a tour of the train. Let's do that. When the sun comes up, we'll do the train. We'll take a train ride around the new loop. Okay, so this is going to output steel ingots. And then I need to transform. I'm just trying to think if I want to put those in a box too and just have, yeah, let's just do it. Let's keep the pattern going. It ain't gonna hurt anything. There we go. We'll just export all the steel ingots right into there. And then from the steel ingots, we're gonna do a constructor just kind of off to the side here. And this is gonna make our steel pipes. And then of course, hey, guess what? Where do those go? Into another container. Give us some space in case we need to split or merge. And this is going to go from here to there. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, so this is going to be making our pipes. And then we got plenty of room here. I just made it as long as this other one was for funsies. So we got plenty of room to keep going. And so that's going to be steel and coal. So we'll have to have, I'm going to have to rearrange a bunch of this stuff, and that's fine. And then we also need some Caterium wire. And so we can do that here in a constructor. Because we need quick wire. We also need cables. Yep. Hey, guess where this goes? Let's put it in buckets for now. And then we'll just have some spaghetti sauce of a crazy. Put this there. Quick wire, and then let's do another one here, another constructor. Let's give ourselves some room. We got the room, it's fine. Let's put it there. And this needs to be, we need to do wire to make cable. So it'll be wire, and I don't want to do another bucket of that, so we'll just go straight into, we'll go straight into cable. So the wire's gonna come in 15, it makes 30 on the out, takes 60 per minute to make 30. Again, this does not need to be as ridiculously robust as I'm making it. It just does not need to be. I am definitely going on the overkill, but since we have all this space, let's just make it. You know what? In fact, since we have cable here, not cable, since we're using copper here, let's split that off. Let's just move all that down here. So it's okay. I can just move stuff around and put this stuff wherever I want. So this is going to be wire. It's going to go into cable. 3, bang. Cable, and then cable can go out. I mean, why not? Let's do this with the foundry too, and let's put this into storage container 3, ship it. Cable. Copper. That's fine. And then we can hit 7 for a splitter right here. 3 to have this come all the way down. Let's see if we can hit R. Yeah, nice. Ah! Doesn't have any power. That's okay. I'm gonna come up here and harvest those so that I can use them later, or use the parts to construct stuff elsewhere. I mean, it just makes more sense. Copper's right there, and since we already have coal coming down, let's get rid of this. And this is why I do this in this method. I just lay it out, see how I feel about it. I'm like, no, I don't like that. Let's change it. Right? That's what I'm saying. There's no rush. Just put stuff where we want to put stuff. What have I got coming up here? That's quartz. This needs to be quick wire, so let's add a sign. Let's keep everything copacetic. Put this here. And we're going to switch this to parts. Don't see it. There it is. There we go. Just so we can remember. Okay, so we have coal coming down, and then we can have that stuff clear down here. Look at this. We got all this room. This is perfect. This'll do. Give ourselves some room. Call this black powder. Yes. What does it need? Coal and sulfur. I already have that one. There's a foundry. That's what I need. A foundry. Because we're making steel ingots. Iron and coal. Let's put our signs down so we don't forget. And it doesn't matter, because they're just going in. So one of these can be. Let's put iron on this side. We're getting. Was I muted that whole time? I don't think I was. We'll see how stupid I am. I don't think I was. Gonna be making wire. It's gonna come in here and make some cables. Honky dory. And then what we can do for coal, since we're right here thinking about it. Oh yeah, we put a splitter. This will be sexy. Watch this. We're at 7. We're gonna split this off, but then I'm gonna grab it and hit R so it can just go wherever it wants. And we'll just run it right up here along the wall. Actually, since it doesn't matter if it clips, let's just have it run right along the wall here and then into just have it clip. I don't care. And then here what we can do is go down and hit 5, 6 right into there, hit 7, put a belt in, and then we can go underneath and route that iron ore clear down to there. Some people like to make this stuff really nice, no clipping. I just want it all to be perfect, and it's fine. You play your game. I'm gonna play mine. So for here, we need a splitter. So I'm just gonna split it off of there. We're gonna hit 3. And let's hit R so we can make some nice angles. And let's just have it go to there. And then down to here. Went way too far. We need to go this way. Let's make sure, yeah, it doesn't matter. I know it's probably a little frustrating to watch. 5, 3. Let's connect to that and go into there, and that should be connected. I don't care if my belts are a hot mess as long as I get from A to B the right product. And then we should be able to come down here. No power. Did I not? I guess I did not. Oh, it's because this is stupid. This is a way you could default it to use a specific... It probably is in the settings. There we go. Now they rush in. That's so fast. 45 a minute. Okay, now we're making this. That's going to get backed up, which is fine. This has 100 and this has, 100 ready to go out. Because this is backed up. That's all right with me. Okay, so we have that. Where are we at? 37 minutes. We're making some pretty good time. So here... Let's take a look at our refinery. And as you know, refineries have a solid in and a liquid in, and they also have a solid out and a liquid out. So what we're going to do is set this up for plastic with the output of heavy oil residue, because we're going to use both of those things. And let's put, go to organization. There's the fluid buffer and then the industrial. I don't think we need the industrial fluid buffer. So I'm not going to use that because it's a behemoth. But this should work here. And then we can go to logistics, grab our pipe out. What? Yeah, that's going to go out. Fill that up. And then this is going to be our plastic. Let's do just a regular chest of plastic here. What? Do I have this backwards? I do. This is the N. Right. When you're laying these down, orange is in. You can also see the arrows. I just placed it upside down. That's okay. Look at that. We fixed it. A little bit of a tight fit. And this needs to go away because and this needs to go away. Because now they're on the wrong side. So fluid buffer. Put it there. Logistics. Clean pipeline. And then what does this need? Quartz. Well, I have quartz being made eventually here. So that's the quartz. Let's do this while we're thinking of it. 5, 6, flip it around, bang. Okay, so that's closed off. And then let's do the organization. Put this down. This is gonna have to squiggle around a bit, but that's okay. Let's put it there. And go back at 3, and then we can hit R. There we go. Swing around. So now we have plastic coming in here, and then we need to make a constructor. Let's put it here. Plenty of room. No, we need an assembler. Not plenty of room. Let's put the assembler down here. Assembler. Let's just put it down. And set it to... What do I need for this? What I'm trying to do is make a couple of things. The circuit boards, okay, so it needs the sheets from downstairs. And plastic. So let's put this. What is this supposed to be making? This is making the shatter rebar. Maybe I need to put this upstairs because I think it's getting a little... Oh, I want it all... Well, it's fine. This is fine. Let's put this here. Because this is going to go out. So let's put... Is it the manufacturer? I don't need a manufacturer. Look at this honking thing. 4 in, 1 out. I don't need that for any of these. Explosives, gas. I think I will need it for this, yeah. Oh, good heavens. We'll deal with that later. Maybe it's a refinery. Let's put this back down here. A refinery. I need another one. Yep, smokeless powder. So we take the smokeless powder and then run that into here. So this is getting crazy. A refinery. Let's put it here. Let's grab our pipe and run that into there. Oh, this is backwards. Who in the frick? Refinery. Orange. Oh, I don't think I'm going to post this video. This is nuts. I said when the sun went down, we'd be doing other things, and the sun came up, and now it's going down. I think we still have time. This needs to be smokeless powder. Let's take a ride on the train. I don't think we're gonna have time. What I wanted to do was drain all these cars. Let's do it. Let's drain everything. So you should be able to come into the train. I hit control and just delete what it's got because I wanted to show, it's kind of fun to watch too. All my factories build all the things. Now, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. This might just work just fine. Or kill my power because as I go pick these up, all of the places that have our product are gonna have to kick on and use a bunch of electricity. Okay, so let's take a minute here. Let's look at Q. Let's look at our timetable. So first thing we do is we go pick up coal and sulfur, then we get quartz, then iron and limestone, then copper, then oil and water, then caterium, and then we head back. I don't know what the round trip of this is. Let's take a look. I'll set my phone to stopwatch. I'm going to get in, hit Q, turn it on, start. Because I've not done this yet. Let's see how long it takes. Hopefully 15 minutes or less to go around the entire circuit as I have it built now currently. Now I have a lot more to do. I still haven't found SAM site. I haven't found any radioactive locations that I could safely get into. I don't even know if I'm going to do nuclear power. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm taking my time. Oil power seems to be going really well. I have a new location to go pick up oil or set up a huge oil production factory. There's two oil wells that I've set up. Well, I put the extractors there, but I haven't done anything with them. They're not even got any power yet, so. Okay, honk. So we got our coal and sulfur loaded up. And again, I have not seen any problems with a full train load on one engine. In retrospect, I should have done 2 engines. But this is probably the steepest I go right here. Gentle slope. It's only down a few meters. It's not difficult at all. This train has no problems. I think on average on a flat surface, it goes about 120, 119. With a full load or going uphill, I think it drops down to like 113, 110. Hardly loses any power. And I hope you're able to see in the background it picking up the cargo. That's pretty cool. Picks it up, sets it on the thing, on the flatbed, and goes. I'll have to make sure Anthony sees this. My nephew Anthony's a huge train enthusiast. Done a lot of 3D printing for his train set that he's got out in his dad's garage. All right, now we got a long ride to go out to the iron. And again, while you're riding, you can hit Q to see where I don't know if this is the next station is going to be iron ingots, because we were just there at quartz load. So it's not truly the next station. That's just where you were. So our next one is iron ingots and limestone. And it's a bit of a ride. Where we at 3 minutes 10 seconds ish. I don't think there's a way to honk the horn while you're on here. Maybe there is. I just don't know about it. Is it F? No. Not E. Don't leave yet. I feel like there was a options, key bindings, emote fly, holster H. What? Oh, are you kidding me? Well, there's no nudging up or down. You know, forward, backwards, left, right. That's when you're placing train stock honk. Left mouse button. Here it is. Oh, it's so fun. So when you're placing a blueprint, it shows you what it is. And you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to nudge it ever so slightly if you need it in a specific spot. But there's no way to raise that blueprint up or down. And I really wish there, as far as I know, there's no way to do that. And there's been a couple of times where I'm like, I really would love to be able to nudge this blueprint down. That's okay. It is what it is. Honk. That's so fun. Might have that up way too loud. Feedback into the microphone. Where are we at? 5.5 minutes. So we got to get limestone, then we got to get copper, then we get our oil and water, and then we get Caterium, and then we go back to the main mall drop-off. Now again, we've talked about this before, there's lots of ways to use trains. There's lots of ways to set up your factory, and that's one of the beautiful things about this game and factory games in general. I think that's why a lot of people like them, is I can set this up however I want to, and my manager, my supervisor ain't gonna come yelling at me because it wasn't done their way. I have complete control of this. If I want one train with one cargo wagon delivering one product, I can have 10 train stations and 10 trains, 20 trains running all over this map doing whatever they gotta do. Ain't nobody stopping me. And at some point, that sounds like a lot of fun. That might be another playthrough at another time, if I ever decide to start over. Be like, all right, we did the one train to the mall. Let's do 10 trains to the mall. See how that goes. I think there's drones later, that you can have drones flying around your map delivering product instead of trains, instead of vehicles. I haven't even done that yet. What are we picking up here? This is iron and limestone. There it is. Iron ingots and limestone. So again, you can do this however you want. This is working out great for me. I'm having a blast with this. One train, one track, having it do its loop. Go out there, pick up your things. We're at 7.5 minutes. So what if it takes 15 minutes for the train to go do its thing all by itself and then bring the products back to wherever I want? I don't give a crap. I'm not trying to set a world record or do anything crazy. I'm just having fun, man. Just having fun. One thing I did want to show, which I'm not going to do in this video, is, and I saw somebody else has a video out there on YouTube, the difference between balanced feed and manifold feed. This up here is the copper smelting ingot station, and I decided to try the balanced method. So as you can see, it kind of has a bunch of forks over there in the upper left, but the idea is that every machine gets fed at the exact same time, instead of a manifold, which is you run everything down a line and your first machine is going to grab a majority of the product, and your last one's going to be sitting there doing nothing for a long time until everything else gets backed up, and then it can finally start getting all the supplies it needs. Pros and cons of both. I guess it depends on what you're doing. I think the balanced definitely looks more aesthetically pleasing. I've got it set up right now balanced so there's only 9 smelters instead of like an even 10. but it looks nicer. It feels grouped better. There's your brain saying these are all getting kind of fed at the same rate, the same time, instead of, I don't know. It's just, there's something nice about it. So I might do that from here on out. And there's also, you know, the option to go back, dismantle a place, and rebuild it. Why not? I really like how, so this is where I'm picking up my water, and it's a mess. I know. I'm going to rebuild some of it. There's those industrial tanks. Let's get out and watch it load the container, the fluid container tanks. Oops, I'm on it. I don't want to be on it. Let's watch from over here. I love the round ones. They're so cool. Ah! They fell. It's so cool. I'm gonna drop them down. Ka-chunk. Okay, so our train is almost fully loaded. It's gonna swing back here. Yeah, it honked. Now let's grab onto it here as it comes back, and I have more planned for the future. Oink. Okay, so we gotta go get Katerian. We're at 11 minutes. But yeah, I need to redo all this. But I do like having like a pull-off station like this to the right instead of just along the main track like I did here, and I don't have the other ones. So again, you know, lessons learned. You play through it, and you find things that you do that, you know, you think are really smart, and then when it comes into putting those into practice, you're like, that wasn't so smart. I thought of a better way. Do I go back and rebuild, or do I start over? You know what I mean? And again, I haven't found a lot of blueprints that are useful to me personally. The blueprints for these pylons that we have for the hypertubes, I've been using those obviously like crazy, but like train tracks I haven't really used a whole lot. I haven't found a lot of blueprints that I have thought, yeah, let's do that, because I'm going to need that multiple times. I just haven't. Maybe I'm playing wrong. 12 and a half minutes. Yeah, I don't know if I'll need, I will want to use, let me say this, I will want to use additional trains, but I don't know if I will hook them all up to this train track system, because one, I don't know how multiple trains on a single track will work, and I'm assuming that's how you would get, that's where the signals would come into play, like, hey, wait, there's oncoming traffic, wait, there's other things happening. I may have to do a dual track system, but then that comes in, other questions come in, like, what drive side do we use? Do we use like an American drive right track, or a European drive left track? There's pros and cons to both. You see this come up all the time in Factorio. It's always a hot debate, a hot question to talk about, or a discussion to have is, when you build your trains, do you drive right or do you drive left? Long story short, there is no benefit or disadvantage to either one of them. It's just how you utilize that methodology into your overall design. If you're going to have a right side drive, you're going to have to plan for all of your pull-offs and entries on the right side. Things come into play. You just gotta do a lot of extra thinking and planning when you do stuff like that. And some layouts that you see out there work really well with the drive right. Some work very well with a left drive. So it just depends on your game. But I think I want to, because I am in the United States of America, I think I probably will go with a drive right just because I'm familiar with that. I'm just grown up. I've been driving for 35 years. So it just comes natural to drive on the right side. So I would drive this way, and then I would see oncoming traffic on the other. And that would allow the bypass. You wouldn't have these kinds of loopbacks. They would be just one double track circuit. So we're at 15 minutes, 21 seconds. We're picking up our last thing to fully load our train. This is the Caterium ingots. And once we get this, we'll go back and call it, we're at an hour. We'll go back, we'll dock. Now, I don't know if a lot of these are gonna unload because the mall unload station is pretty much already full. I'm not using a fraction of any of those things, but it's really interesting. And also that having multiple trains, I don't know if I would add multiple stations. I don't know if I will add an additional iron ingot station, for example, because you can set these trains up so that when they unload the entire train, every last resource before it leaves from each box. And because we have different resources, that could mean that train's going to stay at that station indefinitely, because how much water am I going to use? How much crystal quartz am I going to use? You know what I mean? Not very much compared to iron, copper, coal, those kinds of things. So there's a chance that this train set up in the correct configuration will sit for days and another 100 hours before it ever left the train, if at all, or left the station. So that would allow additional smaller trains to go around and pick up resources from pick load stations, because this main mall train isn't going there for a long time. And I think I'm going to use trains. I'm going to add on to this building that we already set up for phase 2. I'm going to add on to that for phase 3, because a lot of the products that we need are already being made there. So I'm just going to go grab those. So when you come in, or I'm going to add on to it. So when you come in here and you want to turn it off, wait till for it to dock. It's going to stop. And then you turn it off. Bang. Now this ain't going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. And as predicted, because I didn't delete any of these, none of my trains are unloading, but this is a nice huge buffer of fresh cargo, so that when whatever's in here, sulfur, when the sulfur goes empty, it's just going to it should automatically unload that. It may or may not. I don't know. I haven't played this far into it. So anyway, that's that. That's the train ride at 18 minutes. 18 minutes for that train to go all over the place. So I'm gonna finish building this out. There's really no reason to show you all of this. Maybe I'll do a tour when I get it all done. We'll see. I just want ammunition. I want ammo. I just want to come into here. I want to have one mall, have everything being made in it, come in here, grab my ammunition, grab my supplies. I need more rods for ladders, cable for power. I need sheets. I need all these things. I'm just going to one spot and get it all. This looks okay. I need to add more lights down here though, because at night it doesn't really look all that nice. But anyway, that's what I got so far. I'm just gonna keep building on, keep doing the thing, and keep this party going. Thanks for watching.